So, Jared Goff, he speaks on the hire of Drew Petzing. Okay. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop a video. I find it funny that the free press be trying to make you pay for an article. You can scroll over one tab and get the same article for the frisky. I don't know who idea is that. But, he's done it before. Goff said he's been a coordinator. He's called plays, and I think he was a home run hire. I'm really excited for him. So, any hire they're going to pretty much say was a great hire, even John Morton. Everyone I've spoke to about him prior to him being hired was glowing. Goff said, in particular, quarterbacks who played for him were glowing. I think the thing that excites me the most is going to be his versatility. He's not tied to an offense. We're going to kind of run what we're best at and what we should be doing with some of the stuff that we've done the last few years that's worked. So you just keep hearing about his fluidity, his versatility, you know what I'm saying, that he's not stuck. And we've seen that, we've seen him run the ball, playing with Kyler Murray is an acquired taste. Coaching Kyler Murray, being able to change your offense towards him. I think Cliff Kingsbury was the best with him. Because it's hard to go under center and hand the ball off with him and do some things under center. I really think if I'm him, I go train with Drew Brees, to be honest. I go pick his brain because he ain't going to be able to rely on that athleticism forever, right? But this is versatility. I mean, we could just look at it with Kyler Murray and then Jacoby Brissett. They couldn't run the ball because of the different backs. I know y'all remember Jonathan Gallen punching, the other back in his chest, which, he did make a dumb mistake, dropped the football before the line. But I think he crossed the line, honestly, but that's a stupid mistake, right? Let me see. Sorry, y'all. So yeah, man. But you seen the versatility that he had with, Jacoby Brissett, who have a lot of qualities athletically similar to Jared Goff. So everybody just saying, oh, he's going to run 12 or 13 personnel. I love that personnel. I love that personnel from the standpoint of they don't know what you're going to do. Two tight ends, two receivers. You could do anything. Your receivers can block in Detroit. You can run over people. You can have passing out of there under center, keep them guessing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it gives the running back that 2-3 yards to really get downhill to get some momentum going. So you just hear about the versatility. He's not coming in saying this is what we running, bar none. No, let's see what you did, previous years. Oh, I can do that. He was explosive players with Jacoby Brissett. You know what I'm saying? And it was other years where they hammered it with, James Conner. People comment, well, it was the guy from the Cowboys that really did that. And did you think he didn't pick up on none of that? If the guy from the Cowboys was giving them the running game, you think he didn't implement that into a system? That's why you got running game coordinators, offensive coordinators, running backs coach. They bring something to the table as well, right? So, everybody just kind of want to be negative about the hire because it wasn't a name. And I told y'all, just a lot of people are enamored with name. It's not about the quality of the car. It's not about the quality of the product. It's all about the name brand. You can have this coat that's, Joe Smo coat, and it's the best coat. Keep you warm, you flexible in it. It's a lightweight, but I feel like I got a big coat on. But then you have this Canadian Goose or this Canada Goose, whatever they call it, and it's just a $500,000 coat, and it's just $1,000 coat, but it's not better than another coat. People just go with the name, and that's a dangerous way to shop, especially when you start shopping for, you start shopping for cars, you start shopping for jewelry. You see these dudes start shopping for watches, overpaying for watches and shit like that, overpaying for cars and rings and all that. Don't even know what you're doing. But he says he's very smart, very bright. Goff said, can speak it, can say it, understand what I'm talking about. I'm really excited. He said he understands what we're saying from a passing game standpoint and how we want to do things and how we want to do things. And he wants to do things, Goff said. By no means is he's going to be running our stuff. We're running his offense, but there's going to be a certain blend of what I like, what he likes, what St. Brown likes, what J-Mo likes, and what everybody likes. So, for the most part, he's going to blend what they're doing with what they're doing. What he's doing and what they're doing. I think that's smart. I mean, honestly, I think that's the move. That's the groove. You come in, you don't rule with an iron fist. You don't say it's my way or the highway. You say, okay, we can do this, we can do that. I like this, I like that. I like this, I like that. You get comfortable with it. But like I said, I like to hire. You know, the more I researched them, you know, the more he likes to, you know, naturally hang his head on the running game. That's what they need. You know, they need a guy that's tough, hard nosed. And I was saying about Arthur Smith, people say, oh, I hate Arthur Smith. My thing is this, we already got passing. You know, you just need the mentality that Arthur Smith have with running the football to hard nose. And also he would have needed us to really revolutionize kind of what he doing in passing. I think it would have been a perfect marriage. I said about Mike McDaniels, he just wasn't tough enough. He wasn't gritty enough. You know what I'm saying? That finesse ass offense that he run, and maybe it would have changed in Detroit. But with Drew Petzing, he's coming in hard nosed. And also I can also do the cute shit. You know? So I think they need to get their running backs downhill. They need to get their running backs going north and south. And then you can do the play action and the off tackle shit and the stretch plays and the toss plays and the reverses and the down the field stuff. You know, get people to respect your run game again. Get people to commit to the box. Get people to respect the run where they're not just playing the run onto the pass. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what they need to do. And I just think hard-nosed, creative, done it before. And people say, oh, he wasn't a winner. So he's not. What does that mean? Chuck Daly wasn't a winner with the Pistons before he got to the Pistons. They identified some traits that Chuck Daly had and was like, you know what? I think he'd be great for this. And guess what? It was one of the best hires, you know, ever. You know, Sean McVay had to come out of nowhere. He really did. You know, he called some this and that. And they trust he had to learn. Y'all, you know, John Morton, you know, probably was the case that John should have got another year, to be honest. But like I say, when you in male-dominated workplaces, they expect you just to know how to do it. They just expect to train you a couple days and you should just master it. And that's not the way it go. This is how you get Sam Darnold blowing up somewhere else. This is how you get the Clippers being impatient with SGA, Shea Gillensley, and giving them to the Oklahoma City Thunder, trying to rush. You got to remember, man, you know, I tell myself this all the time. You know, rushing ain't it. Trying to rush something or trying to will it into existence, you might not be ready for it yet. Doors ain't opening, you know, because you ain't ready for it yet. You think you're ready for it. You think you can do it. You think you think that's what you're ready for. In reality, you ain't ready for it. You are not ready for it. You just want to hurry up and panic and not be patient. Be patient. And had the Clippers been patient, they might be the ones, you know, being the NBA champion. Had MVP, they traded them. You know, so. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Catch Up, Venmo, PayPal, all in the comment section. Or the link tree, excuse me, man. I don't know, I just got tired. Somehow, some way. But hey, appreciate y'all. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Let me know what y'all think. Peace.